The Democrat ship is sinking, man. And I think we can all see with our own eyes that rats trying to escape a ship, they have absolutely nothing on liberal propagandists, man. These people have been lying through their freaking teeth. They've been covering up every single Democrat mess for as long as time, basically, from the border to the economy, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Hamas, Biden's own freaking brain. They've covered it all up, every single thing. Literally everything we've done has been a failure. Everything we've been a part of has been a disaster. And now these people are just turning around and running from the mess they created. And I hear people talking, that, they finally noticed Joe's no good. No, they knew the whole time. They finally noticed that you and me noticed that Joe's no good. And they know it's over. And I don't think you can put it any better than Donald Trump puts it right here.
What did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh, amazing.
Kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so fucking bad. So
I just can't imagine.
But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man.
Right.
A very tough guy. And they see him, they can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good.
Okay?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just keep knocking him out, huh?
We'll just keep knocking them out. That's exactly right, man. And that is what they're doing, man. One by one, narrative by narrative, lie by lie, card after card after card. It's all coming crashing down. And these people don't know what to do about it. And some of them, man, like poor Van Jones, man, they got to work through their breakdowns on live TV.
Look, I'm just going to be honest. I mean, everybody comes on the air and says all this great stuff, but behind the scenes, it's full-scale panic. People are passing around legal memos, PDFs are flying back and forth on WhatsApp, trying to figure out what are the options, how can you replace Biden, how do you get him to do it in a way where he feels respected as he should be respected, who should Kamala Harris's vice president be. The conversation on air and the conversation off air are completely different. And so it's the same thing you saw with the Trump situation, where people would come on air and defend Trump, and then you talk to people, and then we got a crazy candidate. We don't have a crazy candidate. We have a great candidate. We have a beautiful man. We have someone who loves this country. We have someone who has given his all, his all to the last drop for this country, but he may not be able to get across the finish line. And a mature party has to take that into account, and that is what's happening. And so, look, I understand people want to, defend him and protect him and give him the space and the dignity to make his own choice. But there is a big conversation happening right now about how this happens, not whether.
Can you even believe this poor guy, man? I mean, after all that, after everything, man, after every single thing that we've all been put through, he still says Joe Biden is a beautiful man that loves his country. If that was even close to true, he would have never run in the first place. He'd definitely not be running again. This is not some beautiful patriot. This is a power-hungry, agenda-driven, evil swamp creature. And he's untrustworthy too. And that's all he's ever been. There is nothing redeemable here. But he's right about one thing. The conversations in public and the conversations in private are two very, very different things. And I think, honestly, the only person who can still toe the party line with a straight face is the only person that just doesn't know any better. Everybody's second favorite diversity hire, Karine Jean-Pierre. And I'll show you that in a moment because you got to see it. But guys, if you're enjoying this content, man, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really, really does help us reach a lot of people.
Have an afternoon nap every day.
Let me be very clear about this. This is a president that wakes up every morning and puts the American people first. That's what he does. He does that every single day. That is his focus. I am not going to speak to sources out there, unnamed sources out there. That's not what I'm going to speak to. I'm going to speak to what I know, what this president does, and how he is committed to the work of the president, of the commander-in-chief. And his record clearly lays that out and speaks to it. And that's what he's going to continue to do. The American people first, and delivering for them.
They just keep saying the same thing, man. Honestly, that's a pretty interesting answer to how many times a day does the president nap? Come on, lady. I mean, just answer the damn questions that these people are finally randomly asking. They're asking pretty easy ones. But I mean, they always say the same thing. We put the American people first and we deliver. What have you delivered? They delivered record border crossings, record inflation, record mortgage costs, record grocery bills, 2 potential opportunities for World War III. That's a record. And they literally made us the laughing stock of the entire world. I mean, they did promise to get us back on the world stage. So, I mean, we're there for sure. We're that. But the world is watching, man. But nothing positive, nothing noteworthy has been delivered. And we're still waiting for the hope and change that they promised the first time around.
He's absolutely running.
Yeah. Well, he's saying that, and I'm sharing with you his view.
And we would invite the president to come here and tell us that directly.
Noted, Kelly.
But
he's awake.
That's inappropriate.
As you heard from your colleague, the president of the WHCA, that's inappropriate. Thank you, Kelly.
Which is code for no, he is not awake. And if you want to wake him up, you got to get through his psycho dog. They just let her get off easy, man. Here's the good part, though. She gets called out, and basically the reporters say, hey, since we last talked, we've heard 18 new excuses for the debate performance. What do you got to say about that?
I did want to follow up on what Sungmin brought up, I think others as well. You did get numerous questions yesterday about the president's debate performance. You didn't mention the travel, the jet lag, the foreign trip. So I think you can understand why it was a little bit puzzling to hear the president mentioning that as his explanation for the first time last night. I'm just, can you clarify whether when you took the podium yesterday, did you not know that that was a major
And I want to say
factor?
that is my bad. That is part of definitely part of the explanation of what had occurred. I did know that. I did know that. I did know that. But we were so focused. I was so focused on the cold, and that's what I kind of leaned into and talked about. But yes, his schedule did have something to do with it. It was the schedule and the cold, and I was aware of that yesterday.
I mean, so not only does this poor girl have to get up there and lie, man, but when someone else lies, she has to literally fall on her sword and say, yeah, I mean, that's my bad. I mean, sorry, I wasn't the first person to put that particular lie out, but that's my bad. The 13-day jet lag was definitely part of the explanation for how and why the president couldn't form words, couldn't form thoughts, couldn't make a coherent statement during the debate. All my fault. Karine Jean-Pierre, it's all my fault. These are not serious people, man. And I know I always say I feel bad for these people, but it's getting really damn difficult to have any real sympathy. I mean, these people are elder abusers, man. I mean, they know what is going on. They know how long it's been going on. They know how it's being done. Every single one of these people is culpable. And honestly, I'm sure every single one of these people are guilty of some sort of crimes, probably pretty egregious crimes. But like we saw with Van Jones, it looks like it won't be long before everything comes crashing down for good. But we'll see, man. That's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.